Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about halter breaking alpacas. I trained Camilo here to walk with a halter, and it was actually only less than 4 weeks of training, and I had him ready to go to public events. So this might not be what everybody does, but I'm going to show you what worked well for us and how I accomplished this. So be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos about alpacas. When training alpacas, I do recommend that you train them in an area that they feel safe and comfortable in. So training them in their pen or stall is a great idea, and also having a friend there for them as well. So you don't have to take them to another place and have them completely alone to be able to work with them. In fact, I think that they do better when they're in somewhere that they're familiar with a friend, because alpacas are herd animals, and so that is what helps them feel safe. So starting off with day one, Camilo had never had a halter on, and so I wanted this to be a positive experience for him, where he didn't have any negative feelings towards it and wasn't stressed out by it or got bored. And so what I did the first day was I had Jaime help me catch Camilo and just put the halter on him. And that was it. That's the goal, was to just get him to not notice the halter. So he had the halter on for a few minutes, and we gave him food, we gave him grain, and once he stopped trying to rub it off or feel like there was something on his face, then at that point I took the halter off. And so it's a really simple first day. Just having a positive experience like this around your head does not mean anything bad is going to happen. Now day two was I put this on him again and was holding him with this lead rope. Now what I wanted at this point, the objective was for him to stand still, like he's not doing right now, was for him to stand still. So when he first had it on, he was moving his head around and just like so uncomfortable with it. And I wanted him to just stand, not do anything else. And so I had grain in my pockets, and what I would do is when he was standing still, he'd get rewarded with that. So he could figure out pretty quickly that there was a reason he was actually getting treats, and we could make it again a positive experience. So if he was moving around a lot, I would withhold the grain. Once he stood still, I'd give him the grain. And with larger animals like this, when you're training them, I think it's one thing that's really important is getting them to be still and calm before asking them for more. Now with the animal that you're training, the alpaca or llama that you're training, this might not be a 2-day thing. It might be a little bit longer, and you want to go at your animal's pace. You don't want to rush them, and you want to just let them feel safe and comfortable and just let them take their time. So for us, it was a 2-day thing. For you, it might be longer. Now after that, day 3 for us was, now that he was comfortable and calm with having this around his head, I wanted him to take steps forward. So he figured out already that he was getting this food and he had to pay attention to what was going on. So now the next step was to make him walk a step forward for it, and just getting that reward immediately. So getting him to step forward. Now obviously I've already been doing this with him, so when you first start off, this is going to take a little bit longer. So just that easy step forward. Now over the course of the next several days, I asked for more and more. So stepping further back, walking, reward. And then later, as we were going on, as time went on, he needed to walk completely around the corral with me and stay with me. Now right now he knows that I have food, and he's not used to getting so much food anymore, so he is right on top of me. But basically you want the animal to learn that they need to walk around with you in order to get that treat. So then after that, it started becoming less frequent that he would get the treats and more walking. And then now when we go out, I don't have the treats for him to be getting it constantly. But this is a great way to get him comfortable with walking. Now, when you're doing these small things with them to get them used to the halter or to walk around with you, this doesn't take long. The training sessions are 15 to 20 minutes a day. We did this every day for about, again, 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want to do that longer because you're going to lose the animal's interest and it can become stressful for them. And when they're stressed out and feeling tired and just annoyed with it, they're not going to be learning anymore. And so keeping the sessions short is actually going to get you a lot further than if you were just spending a whole hour training them. So all of this should be at your animal's pace. And we did also bring Eclipse, the gray alpaca, into the pen as well. That really helped because there was that competition for the food and the treats. It made him much more willing to try to get those treats. And so it was definitely a lot of motivation for him. And having a companion, like I said earlier, in the place where you're training your alpaca is going to help them feel safe. Eclipse has actually been in the show ring, so he's very well trained on a halter. And so it helped to have an alpaca that was already trained. And when I put the halter on him and we were walking around, Eclipse kind of got it. And that's something that's really common with camelids, is being able to have one that's already trained and use it to get the other one to figure out what's going on. Now, if you don't have an alpaca that is already trained, that's okay. You don't need that. It's helpful. But if you use this method, like I'm showing you, you can still work with any alpacas you have that aren't trained. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if it helps you out with your alpacas, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.